Hey guys, I'm Maggie Furlong. I love TV just as much as you do, but I actually get paid to watch it. I'm the showgirl. Alice in Wonderland was one of my favorite stories as a kid, so I'm thrilled to have 2 new retellings on the horizon. Tim Burton's trippy big screen adaptation due out next year, and Sci-Fi's new miniseries, Alice. According to Alice stars Katerina Scorsone and Philip Winchester, the sci-fi version is decidedly darker and, yes, a little sexy. With big-name actors playing your favorite storybook characters, like Kathy Bates as the Queen of Hearts, it's a fresh, modern take on the classic. But what other childhood favorites would they like to tackle now that they've done Alice?
My favorite is J.M. Barrie's Peter Pan. It's actually a devastating story. If you read it, all about kind of mortality and grieving.
I'd like to see Blue's Clues done with a bit more, something a bit more sexy.
Okay, they're both adorable. I think I'd actually pay to see that. I have huge news. 2 shows that I love are doing a crossover. Okay, not really, but Private Practice star Taye Diggs is popping up on the season premiere of Better Off Ted. So how'd that happen? Well, as Better Off Ted star Jay Harrington told me, Taye stopped by as a favor. You might recall that Jay played Dr. Wyatt Lockhart on Taye's show Private Practice before landing his gig on Ted. But nobody ever told me that in real life, they're best friends from college. Hey, whatever it takes to have more Taye Diggs on our TV. I caught up with Mr. Diggs to get the scoop on his latest gig.
Due to technical difficulties, today the voice of Taye Diggs will be provided by Maggie Furlong.
Well, it's comedy, and I get to do a little bit more comedy on the show than I do on Private Practice. I'm a potential love interest, so I kind of get into it with Jay's character. It was fun. We had a really great time. Then he answered a fan question from Elizabeth in Los Angeles, California. How's life with your newborn son, Walker? I love it. He is the best thing. An anonymous Lost fan wrote, ABC's generic Lost promos are killing me. You know something, don't you? Oh, how I wish I did. Really, this show keeps me up some nights, even when they're in between seasons. But to be honest, even the cast doesn't know what'll happen to our oceanic pals as the series comes to an end. That doesn't stop them from guessing, though. Here are a few conjectures and shots in the dark from one of my favorites, Michael Emerson, aka Benjamin Linus.
I don't know if I can even trust the events that I saw on the screen. I don't know if I ended up killing somebody or something. They seem to be ancient forces, something like gods and demons. Are they Egyptian? Are they older than that? I mean, I don't know.
My take? I think when Juliet set off that bomb last season, it did reset everything just as they thought. But with all that talk about destiny, plus the fact that the final season is premiering on Groundhog Day, maybe that plane crash was meant to happen. And maybe it'll happen all over again. Thoughts? We've got almost 2 months to continue thinking up theories. Next week, cooking along live with Gordon Ramsay, barbecue pitmasters tips, and more. In the meantime, get your TV fix at tv.aol.com. You can also follow me on Twitter and subscribe to the Showgirl podcast on iTunes. I'm Maggie Furlong, the Showgirl.